Hi, Miki. I am, doing things on the fly. Yeah, no, I just don't have any music on right now. Mostly because I don't feel like setting it up. Also because who I, the website I use, unless you pay, it sends a message every time it changes a song. And I would prefer not to get copyright. Yeah. Um, did you notice your VIP? Because I got that ability. I got that ability before I actually hit affiliate, which is kind of funny. It is a pretty diamond. Alright, we are going to continue with Killer Frequency. I don't know if you were here for the first one, but basically, we are a radio host. Okay, so the story so far is we're a radio host. We're in a very small town. There's only 3 police officers that work this town. One of them is on vacation, one of them just got killed, and one of them got knocked out cold. So the 911 operator, the only 911 operator, has patched 911 calls to the radio station and has gone to get help with the police officer that was knocked out, as there's a killer running around town. And we have to accept the calls and help them escape the killer and stuff. I'm having so much fun with it. But that's like the quick. No, we are not the killer. But honestly, it's still kind of spooky because sometimes like the killer calls in and it's just breathing. Hopefully this runs okay because I wasn't able to run with enhanced bitrate, so hopefully it stays pretty stable. Okay. Where did my mouse go? Hello? Oh, there it is. Alright, so let's hope. Okay, so we left off at a time that our... Ooh, that's not great bitrate. And it's telling me it's unstable. So hopefully this goes okay, or I'm gonna have to stop streaming. This is our producer back there. Okay, good, because my view, like my preview on Twitch, didn't look that smooth. Great, love it, super behind. Alright, so this is how we get in contact with Peggy.
Let's get going, Peggy.
Alrighty, we could run another segment, or... Scratch that for us. We have a caller.
We have a caller. We have to stop the music.
You're through to 189.16, The Scream. What's your emergency?
Hello again, Forrest. Oh, that call with the teens was awful. Those poor kids. Still, I'm glad the girls didn't get hurt.
Thanks for your concern.
Mm-hmm.
Are you in trouble? What's on your mind?
I wanted to ask you again to play my song, Forrest. You said you were gonna play it, but you didn't.
Your name was Dawn, right?
What, Peggy? Yes. Oh,
I'm sorry, I'm sorry,
My
Dawn.
name is Dawn, and I wanted to ask you again.
I didn't change any of my settings, but they were all happy with. Yeah, I'm just gonna crank that. Okay.
To play my tune, Forrest. Long ride home. You know, the one that Peggy said she threw outside the window?
Um.
But we don't have that song. As you just said,
I'm.
threw it out the window.
But, Forrest, you do have it. It's just out.
Hold on. I can turn this up. Hopefully it helps.
Outside the window.
There's a serial killer on the loose. I can't just go outside hunting for a record.
I'm really sorry, Dawn, but we just can't get it right now.
But wasn't the whistling man just at the old murder house? That's miles from the station. It won't take you a second to grab it.
He's been really
Dawn,
fast.
I'm not sure if you've heard, but there's something unnatural about this freak.
He's been jumping
fast.
all over
I'm
town
not risking
super
it.
quickly.
Oh, but I think you will. Forrest? Peggy, I'm calling with more than a request. I know something. I think I know who's gonna be next.
What?
Are you serious?
Play my song, Forrest, and you'll find out.
Oh. I
Well,
guess
folks,
I could.
here's some music for you while I think things over. You're gonna love this next track.
There might be, but like, so
Is she serious, Peggy?
She's serious about hearing that song, that's for sure.
this is where
Peggy,
we know
I
the
mean,
killer
is she
last
serious
was.
about...
I don't know, Forrest, but we don't really have a choice, do we? If she's telling the truth.
Then why don't you go and get it?
It's one of Reggie's K-Fam regulations. I can't leave the booth while we're on air.
Peggy.
Just
Sure.
you can do it, okay?
No.
Fine.
Peggy gets
You're
to stay
a good man.
locked
Forrest.
up in.
I'll slide you the key to the fire door.
Wait. Our fire door has to be unlocked?
Yeah, you know, I never thought about it, but yeah. We should talk to Reggie about that later. Anyway,
Probably.
I'll hold the fort down while you're out. Maybe I'll even get a caller. That could be exciting. 189.16, The Scream. With me, Peggy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so this is, I think, where the killer last was. But it went from here to there. It's been like jumping all over town. So, the Whistling Man was I don't remember if it was a serial killer or just a killer in the 50s that was murdered by police? Question mark. But okay, where did you throw it? It's creepy out here. This was the tutorial area. Oh my gosh. And we can't sprint.
You know, I hope she'll be happy when I'm brutally murdered by the Whistling Man. Out here. In the open.
All by myself. Where? Oh my god. Oh my god. Did you see that? No, I want to... Where's the record? I want to go back home. Oh, I'm gonna have to... Oh, it's down here.
Here it is. Long ride home.
I would like to go... I would like to get back inside, please.
Of course. It locks behind me.
Oh,
And
no.
of course the key doesn't work on this side. Fantastic. Maybe there's another way back in through the basement. A door, elevator, or something.
What the hell? Hello? That's the freight elevator. Why the hell? Of course. Why didn't we leave the door propped open? Oh gosh. I don't like this. I don't like this. Wait, where do we get in? Oh.
Looks like I'm gonna have to hunt around for some new fuses.
Okay. Alright, we saw the fuses. Hello. Will you let me pick you up? No. Why won't you let me pick you up? Oh gosh. I can pick up this one. Okay. Uh-oh. Should I have been paying attention? Oh, I need green ones, not red ones. Okay. Oh, okay. How do you place things again? That's it. It's this way. Okay. Green fuses. Green fuses. Not red fuses. We need green fuses. Red ones are the wrong ones. We need A5s. I think. But, you know, we can stop being all spooky. This one's yellow. Uh-oh. Wait, there's so many different colors, there's not enough greens. Oh, wait, no, what did I say? No, we needed A5s, not A20s. What's this one? Hi, Nalu. Oh, wait. Here's a... I mean, I love it. I love this game. I'm having so much fun. It's creepy as... I'm just not sure how we're supposed to fix the fuse quite yet. Do I need to equal up to 70? Is that what I need to do? So like, I'm not sure. What was this blue one? The blue ones are 15. Okay, so we're at, this would have us at 70, which is the number here.
Bingo!
Ooh, I did it first try. Let's go. Pro video gamer. What? Please run quicker. Oh, it was just...
I could probably survive that fall.
Can we close the doors behind us? Can I? No. Okay.
Looks like the janitor's closet. What did Peggy say his name was? Clive?
Something like that. What the? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh!
What the hell? Peggy is not gonna believe this. Huh, there's a key. I'll just take that. Might be important.
What? This is really creepy. I don't think I like this. I'm sorry I looked at you too hard and made you fall.
I wonder how the show's going.
What am I doing with a screwdriver? I'm not sure. But I'm carrying it around with me like I can use it as a weapon.
Locked. For now.
Still can't get in there. I do wonder how the show's going. Let's go to the kitchen and listen to it. Not doing much of anything. Okay, let's get back up to Peggy. I feel safer in our little boothy thing. I don't know if that's going to actually be true. I would like to have my door locked, Peggy.
Isn't that such a good song, folks? And now for... Jesus, Forrest, you've been gone for ages. I thought something had happened.
Something did happen. Clive, the janitor, might be Clive, the murderer.
What?
I'll start from the beginning. The fire door locked.
What do you call it?
Why did you heave that thing all the way up here?
Because the basement's creepy as hell, and I don't like standing around down there.
Fair. Alright, let's run through this again. We have a creepy board you found in a creepy basement, made by our creepy janitor, who you think is the creepy whistling man.
Yep.
And on the creepy board are the names Chuck Brody, Kim Walker, Rebecca
Yeah.
Allen, and Aunt Williams.
Correct.
Whatever.
And you think one of these people will be the whistling man's, Clive's, next target.
That's right. And we've got to find them.
You said there are 4 locations listed there too?
Oh,
The
I didn't pay
hospital,
attention that
the power
closely.
station, the gas station, and the trailer park. Clive must think the target is at one of those locations. Forrest, you're gonna have to figure out if any of the potential targets are at one of these locations tonight. Hit the button if you need any help.
Wait, I have to go back down there, but I don't wanna. I don't wanna go back down there. Okay, no, there's more to do here. What am I missing? Oh. It brought up Clive's board. Okay. So at the power station. The trailer park. Where's the trailer park? Oh, right here in front of me. The hospital. Well, we did help that doctor. And the gas station. Which is right here. Okay. So we have Chuck Brody, which was part of the athletics club. Suffered a career-ending injury as a victim of the festival disaster late last year. Okay. Gallows Creek Harvest Festival closed early this year after a tragedy struck only hours after it opened. Oh gosh, I have to do like full-on puzzle. We're gonna see how this goes. Alright. We also have Kim Walker, the doctor. Flu season is upon us. Alright. Tragedy struck Gallows Creek yesterday afternoon after a bus failed to stop and crashed into a fuel tanker. Mr. Rudd, Mr. Houghton, Mr. Steins, Mrs. Stein, and Miss Mildred. We don't have Aunt Williams. Gallows Creek Power Station hires 20 new staff. Okay. We're gonna be here a while if I have to do a puzzle like this. I'm not the best at these. Marriage announcement. Kim Walker and Peter Stein married. Okay. Mr. Stein. Wait. If Kim Walker and Peter Stein married, Mr. P. Stein and Mrs. K. Stein died. In 77? What year is it? It's 87. I'm not sure. We have to figure out who might be the Whistling Man's next target. Okay. 24-hour gas station bought by local ex-lottery winner. Christine's has been sold to a man who won the lottery 14 years ago. Alright, so 14 years ago would be 72. Do we know anything about 1972? The lead engineer responsible for the Gallows Creek Harvest Festival disaster in 1972. Okay, but we don't know who owns the gas station. Except it says it's a man. The 2-year investigation into the festival accident has concluded. Lead engineer Ant Williams. Okay, so Ant Williams was responsible for the Ferris wheel disaster, which means he's this person. Won the lottery 14 years ago. Okay, I'm not wrong. 1972 to 1986 is 14 years. Infamous author of Tell-All Diary of a... Okay, she stole our cars. That has to be Rebecca, because she was in the car club. Which means she's the one who sold the trailer. Okay. Crime syndicate impounded. Police have put... Yeah, so Rebecca Allen is the car thief who lives in the trailer park. Okay. Aunt Williams must be the power station person. Kim Walker must be the hospital. Which means Chuck Brody is the one who owns the gas station? Well, 14 years ago was the disaster. Could that be the lottery? Okay. So, who have we talked to? Alright, I'm not sure where to go from here. We haven't had a thing at the gas station, so that's where I'm guessing.
How's it going?
Okay, I'm gonna use some help though.
It's not going well. I could use some help.
Okay, let's review the basics. We need to work out who the next target is.
Yes.
There's 4 locations, right?
Yep.
And 4 people.
Yep.
We need to figure out if anyone is at any of the 4 locations tonight. And if they are, we can call them and warn them. There must be some connections between the notes.
That makes sense.
Great. Need any more help?
Yes, because that. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Sure. I think you should be methodical with this. Try grouping the notes by who they're about.
Already did that.
You could also have a look at the dates and make a timeline. Maybe
Yeah.
that will help rule out potential targets first.
Got it. Thanks, Peggy.
No problem.
This isn't helpful. Okay, wait. These must be different Kim Walkers. Because Dr. Kim Walker says to get a flu shot in 84, but supposedly died in 77? Okay. Oh, no, he bought lottery tickets. Okay, so yeah. Alright. Alright, let's make a timeline, maybe. Maybe that will help more. Alright, so we have... $1970, but this one is 1969. And 1970... 1972... Okay. Then it would be this. And then this is 2 years later. So that's 72, 73, 74. No. 69, 69, 70, 70, no, this one needs to move back over. 'Cause this one is 1970 also. So we have the class of 69. And then we have 2 years after the investigation. That needs to go there because this one needs to go here. Alright. This is 84. So if this is 72, 73, 74. May 77. July 77. $1986. 87, 86. Hi, Barry. Alright, this one is 84, which is the next one. This is March of 86. This is November of 86. This is February of 87, and this is September of 87. Does this help? I don't know. So we know that Chuck Brody has bought the gas station. We know Kim Walker is associated with the hospital because she's a doctor. Rebecca Allen is the car thief who's trying to sell her trailer. And Aunt Williams is at the power station and is the one who is responsible for the disaster of 72. It's right here. Okay. So who do we think could be next? I should have been keeping track of where things were. All right. That music's getting annoying. We haven't had a thing at the power station. That was at the waste disposal. We've had the jazz studio, the haunted house, the sheriff's office, okay, I'm gonna get another hint because I'm really not sure and I really don't want anyone else to die.
It's not going well. I could use some help.
Okay, let's review the basics. We need to work out who the next target is.
Yeah.
There's 4 locations, right? And 4
Yep.
people. We need to figure out if anyone is at any of the 4 locations tonight. And if they are, we can call them and warn them. There must be some connections between the notes.
That makes sense.
Great. Need any more help?
Yes, because you already told me that.
Yes, please.
Sure. I think you should be methodical with this. Try grouping the notes by who they're about. You could also have a look at the dates and make a timeline. Maybe that will help rule out potential targets first.
Got it. Thanks, Peggy.
No problem.
Oh, that's all the help you're gonna give me. Okay. I think it could possibly be the gas station. He says it will keep him busy on an evening. But at the same time, the power station, I don't think he would be there at the power station. We know Kim's not there. And Rebecca Allen is selling... Okay, yeah, no, Rebecca Allen's no longer here. She left. Okay, so it's not Rebecca Allen. Where... Quiet Ridge Health and Safety. We're not in Quiet Ridge. Okay, so it's not Aunt William and the power station. Okay, I think it's Chuck Brody at the gas station. I was never good at Clue.
How's it going?
I'm ready, Peggy.
Are you sure? We've only got one shot at this.
Actually, give me a bit longer.
Okay, yeah, so Rebecca Allen has left town. Aunt Williams should be out of town because today's the 3rd. He should, and that's the 1st through the 6th. This says Mrs. Kelly Stein is dead. And Kim Walker and Peter Stein married. But then we have Kay Walker. This must not be the same Kelly Walker. Okay. She died. I'm just saying that. So it's, yeah.
How's it going?
I think that's it. I think I'm ready.
Peggy?
Are you sure? We've only got one shot at this.
Let's do it.
I'm sure.
I'm nervous.
Let's do this.
Okay, name first. Who do you think the target is?
Chuck Brody.
Chuck Brody.
And where will I find them?
The gas station.
The gas station.
Okay, I'm dialing. One moment.
Oh, hopefully this is right.
Hello?
Chuck Brody! Listen, I know this sounds crazy, but we have reason to believe the Whistling Man is coming for you. You need to get yourself and everyone else out right now.
The Whistling Man? Who the hell are you? Who is this?
This is Forrest Nash. Listen, the Whistling Man's back. We found a list with your name on it, and...
Oh, God. It's today. The year I finally
We're not
let
telling the
myself
killer. She has
forget.
not left that booth.
Forget? Forget what?
Forget. No, no, man. I gotta get out of here.
What?
I think he ran off.
Well, fingers crossed that Chuck...
Oh!
Jesus!
It sounds like something blew up.
What?
He's using bombs now?
Is Chuck?
I don't know.
Hang on, we're getting a call.
Hello?
Chuck?
Chuck!
Forrest, the whole goddamn gas station's gone up.
Is anyone hurt?
I did it!
I don't think so. I got everyone to follow me out. Town's only ambulance was blown to
Great.
hell, though. Yeah. Damn it, that fireball threw me. I got to get to the hospital. I'm not feeling great.
Okay.
Forrest, man.
can't thank you enough, but... Yeah, I gotta go.
Wait, Damn it. We lost him. What was that about today?
Oh, Forrest, the call board is lighting up. Get us into some music while I deal with this.
Here's some music while we regroup here on KFAM 189.16, The Stream.
There's gotta be more in the basement to show us who Clive is targeting. And if that's the case, we can get ahead of him. Stop the killings before they can happen. Forrest, we need to go back down.
By we, you mean me, right?
Yep. Like I said, I need to handle all these calls. Maybe start with that
Oh my
creepy
gosh.
mannequin room you mentioned before.
Yeah, no,
I
it was
still have a lot of
creepy.
questions about those, by the way.
Me too.
I'm taking my screwdriver. My emotional support weapon that I don't think is an actual weapon. It's creepy down there. I don't want to go back. Okay. Is this closed? No, it's not. Can we, like, close this or something, please? Okay. What more could there be here?
A key. Was this always here?
Wait,
I must have missed it when I brought everything upstairs.
wait, what key? I didn't see a key. Right. Is that to the other door? Alright, let's see if that opens this door. No? Okay. Where's the objective? Wait, these are all pointing at something. Wait. So this one's pointing... I didn't realize this was gonna be so puzzly. And the objectives are gone. Okay, it said I picked up a key. So that has to open something. Maybe it opens one of the doors upstairs, like the keep out It says there's a door that says like do not enter. This way.
So many locked doors, so few keys.
No. Does it open a door upstairs? Those are the bathrooms.
Not getting in there tonight.
Okay. I am lost. What am I missing? I don't see a key. Thanks, Miki. Oh, do I need to go outside? Is it... Oh. Oh, is it the key to one of those locks outside? Question mark? I'm not sure. No. But there is a door over here. No. Oh. Wait. No. Did I even find a key? He made that statement, but like, I didn't... I didn't see a key. Someone here know what I'm supposed to do next? I saved the dude at the gas station. No. The objective is blank. That's why I'm struggling. I might just go back up and talk to Peggy and see what she says. Peggy. Peggy's ignoring me. You know what? I am going to quit to main menu. Hopefully it doesn't save, just to see if I glitched it on accident. By carrying the screwdriver around. Hopefully I didn't, but you never know.
Was this always here?
Okay.
I must have missed it when I brought everything upstairs.
Alright. Okay. No, I don't know where... Maybe I try to follow those pipes? Yeah, still no objective. I don't know why I would have to follow the pipes. Did I forget about a door somewhere? No, because this one's not gonna be openable. Don't need that anymore. That can got sat back up. Okay, I am... Let's see if we can figure out what I'm supposed to do. I don't need to save everyone. It's hidden behind the evidence when you first go in there. Go to the room, and to the end, you'll see a hole in the wall with the key. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, it's literally right in front of me. Wow. Okay. You know, I'm fine. Okay. So now what does that key open? Does that key open this door? Yes.
Hey, Forrest!
Peggy, give me some warning before yelling down the intercom.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
Fine. But jump scare, gosh. Oh, Wrong button. I guess I can drop that. Okay.
Peggy, I've found a tape and a map down here.
A map of what?
Looks like it might be to somewhere in this storage area.
Weird. Well, maybe the tape will give us more information. Give it a play.
It's gonna be creepy.
George Barrow, 1968. That's when this all began for me. Follow the maps, find the tapes. I'll be waiting.
Wait,
What?
George Barrow? We all heard that he drowned after a night out drinking. Was it actually Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He says I need to follow the maps and find the tapes. I guess that's what this map is about.
I think we need to see what else is hidden down here. Be careful, Forrest. Keep looking. Buzz the intercom when you found something.
Okay.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. The degree of rigor mortis indicates that the subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That puts the time of death.
Oh, okay. This is creepy. Alright, I found that one. What's this? Starling Siatkins. Unable to install, require new parts. This seems unrelated. At least as of right now. This is an alarm code. Huh. Maybe we put this somewhere a little bit closer. Alright. We're looking for a little trolley thing. I don't feel like oh, it's over here. Good, because I didn't feel like going. No, it's not over here. Oh, no, it is over here.
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face, typically obtained by running through foliage.
This looks
Severe
useful.
blistering to the feet, as though the deceased had been running without stopping.
4 a.m. a call was received from a jogger, Miss Sandra Sharp. We spoke with her, reporting that a body had been found washed up in the reservoir. I drove out to investigate and was able to identify the body at the scene as that of George Barrow. Then the boy's parents. They informed me that they have not seen him since 7 p.m. on the 2nd. Okay. Here.
Preliminary toxicology results shows no signs of inebriation. However, a high amount of cortisol was found, indicating elevated levels of stress in the immediate moments before death.
Okay. This looks really creepy back here.
Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a car door.
What? It didn't give me another... Oh no, there it is.
It is the coroner's opinion that the subject likely feared for his life and was chased,
This has to be
resulting
important.
in a fall from a height into a body of water, where he hit his head, was knocked out, and drowned. Following that, he was moved.
Dr. Sullivan, we need to have a talk. That recording. Shut it off.
What? What? Okay, it won't let me.
If you're listening to this, then I'm probably dead.
What the?
I'm a man who likes to stay informed. I've got subscriptions to newspapers all over the
A new vinyl for my collection.
A few weeks ago, I noticed headlines cropping up in those papers, one after the other.
Okay.
Each headline about a murder. Each murder, the death of someone I knew almost 20 years ago.
What?
Each one drawing closer to Gallows Creek. Drawing closer to the anniversary. None of us are innocent, but I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now is that I can save some folk from the worst. And I can. I don't know.
Wait, was Clive
Something
involved?
to make up for what I did back then, I guess. I didn't kill anyone, mind you, but that's past mattering. Now, there's more I could say than I should say, but my employer made it clear that my family would pay a high price if I didn't speak. So, hopefully I've said enough for you, listener, whoever the hell you are, to start putting the truth together.
Okay.
What the hell? Peggy's
Peggy.
not gonna believe this.
I need to talk to you, Peggy. Peggy. Peggy.
What have you found, Forrest?
It's an autopsy tape. Doesn't say for who, but I think it must be for George.
I don't think
George.
it's Peggy. Peggy hasn't left her
young.
producer booth.
Something's bugging me, Peggy.
What do you mean?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape. I just can't place it.
Seriously?
Who?
Do you think you've met her before?
I don't know. I mean, I just got here recently. I don't know. Found another tape. It talks more about how George died.
What did it say?
It sounds like he was running for his life. Sprinting through trees and bushes, getting cut up all over.
What would drive someone to do that?
I'm not sure yet. There's also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
What? But everyone said he went swimming drunk and drowned. It was in the newspaper and everything.
I found a written autopsy report.
What does it say?
According to that, it's just like you said at the start. George drowned after getting drunk. Said he liked to fight, too.
But that contradicts the tape.
I know. And I think I know why. There's a note with a report that says, "I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia."
If it was on the autopsy report, then Virginia must be our coroner. Wait, the caller from earlier, when we had to call the takeout restaurants, wasn't her name Virginia?
We need to call her back once we finish down here. It looks like she
Oh.
might know something about what's going on. I found a tape that introduces a new detail to the story. Post-mortem injury. Apparently, his arm.
Oh yeah,
got
Virginia is
caught
the
in
one
a
we
car
saved
door.
with the
A
fraternity.
car door?
Yeah, after he died. How do you suppose they can tell?
How can they tell? I'm a radio producer, not a coroner.
The written report I found doesn't mention it at all.
How did his arm get trapped in a car door after he died?
Unless he got it when the police collected his body. I guess someone else must have moved him after he was dead to where he was eventually found.
But the report, what is going on here?
I found a police report. Mentions a friend from earlier, Sandra Sharp.
Sandra.
Oh, I guess I should have
The
gone
jazz
back and
one?
forth by
That's
one
right.
by one.
She found George's body washed up at the reservoir.
The
Uh-huh.
reservoir?
Yeah? What's strange about that?
George got cuts from running through foliage, right? But there's no forest around there. Also, how did it wash up at the reservoir?
What do you mean?
Reservoirs don't have tides.
True.
But that's what the police report said.
It's not possible, though. I did a school project on reservoirs and got an A. But, yeah, not important right now. The important thing is that it doesn't make sense.
What are you suggesting then? That the body was originally found somewhere other than what the report suggests? That the sheriff tried to cover it up, but accidentally let something slip?
Something like that. I think.
Well, Sheriff Matthews wrote the report. If he hadn't been eviscerated, we could have asked him.
True. But Sandra is still alive? Once we're done down here, we should give her a call.
In another tape, the coroner comes to the same conclusion as I did. George was running from something.
Maybe an animal?
Maybe.
But then there's this next bit, where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
So she agrees with us.
At the end of the tape, someone burst in and demanded Virginia stop recording. I think it was Clive.
This is starting to make sense now. This is a conspiracy to cover up what happened to George.
Well, yeah.
I think I found Clive's last recording. I think Clive might be gone.
Gone?
I found a confession. Not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's death. He left this behind in case he died. He hoped someone would find it.
Do you think the Whistling Man already got him?
Possibly. We've had a lot of callers tonight, but maybe not every victim made it to the phone, you know?
True.
We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's dark.
I know, but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns, and that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident. And the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek. He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office. He wasn't tracking people down to kill them. He was tracking them down to save them. Ugh, why
yeah.
didn't he just come out with all of this?
He said his employer threatened his family if he spoke out about any of it.
His employer? The one who orchestrated the cover-up? Oh, Clive. I'm sorry for thinking you'd killed all those people. Do you think you found everything?
I think so.
Forrest, what's going on here?
Someone wanted that boy's death to seem like an accident.
Uh-huh.
And they hired Clive to make it look that way.
It appears so.
Come back upstairs when you're ready. We need to figure out our next step.
Yeah. It's only 3 a.m. We started at midnight.
Thank God you're back, Forrest. I've been running out of stuff to pad our airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed. I mean, really. How are we supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
I
Beats
don't
me.
know.
But we gotta do it, and we're going to.
You're right. So, what's the plan now?
I think we should call Virginia back.
All right, I'll get her on the line.
Hello again, Gallows Creek. This is Forrest Nash. We're circling closer to the truth behind tonight's events. To
So much
this
is
end,
happening.
We're calling back one of our earlier callers, Virginia Sullivan.
So much is happening.
Fredman Plunker here? Who's this? Is it you?
Oh my god, Plunker.
Who's-
Plunker, hey, it's the Radio Man, Forrest Nash.
Radio Man? What's up?
Solving mysteries, saving lives. The huge.
Right on.
Plunker, what are you doing at Virginia's house?
She asked if we could stay to keep an eye out for that whistling turd. So we're hanging out, bro.
Well, that's big of you, Plunker.
No, it's nothing.
Plunker may be a
Can I
little
speak
drunk.
to Virginia.
Sure thing, Radio Man. I'll just go get her.
Who is this?
Hey, Virginia, it's Forrest. I'm glad you're still okay.
Oh, Forrest. Sorry, I'm still jumpy.
I can't blame you. I'd be jumpy too.
I'm so sorry this happened to you, Virginia.
I thought I was. I thought.
Easy. We're not calling to talk about earlier. We're calling because we think you can help us understand why this is happening tonight.
The whole story is starting to come together.
What would I know?
Does the name Clive mean anything to you?
Clive? No. I don't know that name. What are you asking about this for?
You mentioned that name earlier when you called us the first time.
I don't know what I said then. I was petrified, Forrest.
And
Clive's the
Forrest,
janitor
it's been like
at our
3
station,
days since I last played.
And we know you spoke to him in the past.
Forrest, please. You don't know what you're doing. He'll come for me.
Virginia, it's okay. Clive won't be coming after you.
We think Clive's dead.
Dead? But isn't he? He's the whistling man, Forrest.
Why are you so certain Clive's the whistling man?
Because all those years ago,
It's okay, Virginia. He's gone. We found evidence to suggest well,
And we found your autopsy reports for George Barrow.
How? I saw him destroy them.
Well, he didn't. I don't know if he kept them or made copies or what, but we found them. And we know it's related to what's happening tonight, which is why we called you. Why
Yep.
did you write a false report?
All right. One day, I came into work to find a boy on my slab. And as I finished the autopsy, this man, Clive, he just burst in. And he started making demands to give over the reports, to falsify what I found. Of course I said no. But, well, when someone wants to make you do something, they can use the carrot or the stick. For me, he used both. You see, my sister is sick. She has a chronic condition that's never going away. It's expensive to treat, and it was getting to where I couldn't afford it. And Clive promised me that his employer would pay for my sister's treatment if I did what he said. And
Who's
that if I
this
ever
employer?
spoke about this, he'd beat me to within an inch of my life. I don't know why he had me do it, but my sister needed me. You have to understand. She needed me.
we understand.
Thank you, Virginia.
Sure.
That was brave.
God,
understand.
I just want this nightmare to end.
This will help end it, Virginia. Thank you.
Stay safe, Virginia.
Okay.
So, Virginia's tied up in all of this.
Clive threatened her to keep quiet about George's death. But for who? Why cover up these details? Well, we know Sandra was involved in George's death.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to call her?
I do.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, but before we go asking questions, I think we should know what we want to ask. Is that fair?
Valid.
We need
Yeah.
to ask her about finding the body. She was the one who discovered it, but something just doesn't add up.
100%. She knows more than she's saying.
I wonder what she's hiding.
We'll hopefully find out soon. Anyway,
Hopefully.
just be careful when you're talking to her. Don't push too hard. We don't want her to hang up.
I'll be careful.
All right, calling her now. Hopefully she's at her jazz studio.
She probably is.
Aha! Forrest, you're through.
Hello, this is Sandra at Jazz Pizzazz Jazz Studio. Who is this?
Hello again, Sandra! It's Forrest Nash of 189.16, The Stream. And you're live on air.
Oh, I always thought folks called into a radio show, not the other way around. How jazzy. What can I do for you?
Well, we're trying to understand what's behind the attacks tonight. We had a few questions.
Why, Forrest, of course. Heck, after the way you saved my life, I'd say yes to just about anything you asked.
Ooh, do I go straight to the point or be like a little around?
Do
I'm
you
not-
know why
I'm
the
not.
Whistling Man might have targeted you?
Ha! Hardly can tell. He's just a knife-wielding psycho with superhuman cardio. He'd have chased after anybody.
Right. Well, we think he might be chasing specific people. People who know about the death of a boy named George.
Hey.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
I
I'm
asked.
sorry.
Okay, Miki, then what do you want me to choose now? You found the body. Are you keeping secrets? Don't play games. Well, in my head, I was like, I don't really want to possibly get sex. Okay.
Sandra, we know you
Sexual.
found George's body. We have the police report.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, we're gonna go soft though. We're trying not to get her to hang up.
It's okay, Sandra. We know.
You do? You know about?
Yes. Of course.
This studio is my life. After I found the body in the river, I couldn't lose my studio. You understand?
Yeah.
Sure. I understand.
When the rent just kept going up, he said he'd stop if I just needed to keep quiet. And everything would be okay.
Sandra? Who was he?
He said if I told everyone I found the kid in the reservoir instead of the river, I'm sorry. I can't do this.
Shoot.
And she's gone. I don't think that could have gone any better. You truly did great, Forrest.
Well, folks, if anyone out there has any thought on what's going on tonight, please call in.
That's good timing. We've got a call waiting just this second.
Welcome to 189.16 The Stream with me, your host, Forrest Nash.
Hi, Forrest. I know this is really out of the blue with everything happening tonight. But I wondered if you could send a special birthday message to my uncle.
Sure.
You know what? I'd welcome a change of pace. I'd be glad to.
Thank you, Forrest. He's my Uncle Ron. His first name's Peter, but he never liked his name. But since he always had salt and pepper hair, even as a kid, believe it? Folks
He
always
does.
called him
Mickey.
Pepper.
Thanks for the history lesson. Is there anything besides happy birthday you'd like to say to Mr. Pepper? Oh my god damn it!
Yes! Tell her
Oh my
Peter
gosh,
said
Ponty.
50 meals of Ponty packages here at Ponty's Pizza. Start
Hang
again.
up.
You son of a bitch! Stop calling us!
Sorry, Forrest. let's just move on. We've already got another caller on the line.
This is 189.16, The Scream. I'm Forrest Nash. You're on the air, Kyle. Caller.
Giggling? He is.
Ponty.
Ponty's
To hang up.
Always the
Hang up.
lads. Come rain or sleet or whistling man.
Peggy, hang up. Hey, Mr. Whistling Man, go after Ponty.
Forrest? Forrest? Are you okay?
No.
Forrest?
I hope the Whistling Man gets him with his own pizza slicer.
Jesus, Forrest?
Sorry.
Sorry.
That was
I
too
agree
much.
with you, Forrest, though.
It's okay. It's been a high-stress night. Don't worry about him anymore, okay? Not for tonight, anyway. I think he's spent for now. We've got another call, whenever you're ready.
It's not Ponty, is it?
Folks, don't spend your money at Ponty's Pizza. That's all I'm going to say about that. Moving along, I'd like to welcome another caller to 189.16, The Scream. With me, Forrest Nash. Who, may I say, is calling?
Well, hello again, Forrest.
Don. I bet I know why you're calling. I'm sorry I didn't play your song. There's a lot going on. But please?
Never mind that now. Forrest, I'm calling because I need your help.
Are you in danger?
I sure am.
Do you mean
Yes, he's after me now.
you?
What?
I think so. He must have heard me on the radio helping you.
You didn't.
Right. Okay. Tell us everything.
I was out following a lead, trying to work out who would be next.
Why?
After Chuck.
And what happened?
And I started to feel like I was being followed. I came back to my apartment building, but this newfangled security system has me locked out. I need you to help me get inside.
Ooh.
Can a neighbor let you in?
I only moved in last week. I don't know anybody
We have that
yet.
security
Something
paper.
about
I
buzzer
said it
here,
was going to
only
be
the
important.
keypad for the entry code. I need that code to get inside.
Which apartment block do you live in? Maybe one of our listeners lives there too.
It's the new Woodside apartment building between the town hall and the trailer park. But I doubt any of your listeners live there. I don't have many neighbors.
Sounds like a prime piece of real estate.
The sound really carries at night. Shit.
Sounds like a noisy part.
It is. Boy, I wish he'd muzzle that thing and... Oh. And now he's blasting David Scopo out of his window. Listen, I can't get any... He's coming down the street. I don't think he's seen me yet. Forrest, please. I need your help. I need the code for that security system, or I'm gonna die.
What's the name of the security system?
There's a sticker on the box. It says Starling Security 4000. There's a keypad, and it looks like it wants a 6-digit number.
Starling Security 4000, huh?
That's right. Very newly installed. I need the key code before the Whistling Man gets me.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry, Don.
Thank you, Forrest. I knew I could count
Okay.
on you.
I have to go
I'll sit out of sight. Call me
back to the
soon.
basement.
All right, folks. Here's a little tune for you all to enjoy while I try to break Dawn into her apartment. You were pretty quiet there, Peggy.
Forrest, was it just me, or was there something...
Yeah, it wasn't just you. Something was weird.
That was
about
weird.
that.
It definitely was.
Well, tell you what, we have a Starling 4000 or whatever here at KFAM.
I
Clive
know.
bought one for the station. Maybe we can find something to help. Well, I'm not sure who, but to help someone.
And I know exactly where to find it.
Okay, so she's locked out of the Woodside apartment, and somewhere Clive probably has the papers for the Starling 4000.
Okay. I get to go all the way back down to the basement. Again. I knew that would be important. Why didn't I just go ahead and bring it upstairs with me? It's in this room. I put it
Starling 4000.
right here.
User manual. Ah, these codes should come in handy.
Yep. Except you're supposed to change it immediately. Alright.
Welcome back, Forrest. Find anything?
The Starling 4000 security manual. It's got a bunch of codes.
Good. And did you find anything else?
Nothing except the manual.
All right. Well, I'll get Dom back on the line.
Was I
then,
supposed to
Forrest.
find something
I'll
else?
let you take it from here.
Thanks, Peggy.
When you're ready, shut the music off. Line 1, whenever you're ready.
Don, are you there? This is Forrest Nash from 189.16, The Scream.
Oh, thank God you're back. I've been so afraid. What's the code to the gate?
Okay. Well, we'll give the entry code. Yeah.
The code is 715914.
Thank you, Forrest.
Wait, that was really creepy. Uh-oh.
Forrest,
I don't
what
know.
did we do?
I don't know, actually. I guess we'll find out.
Forrest, there's another call coming in.
Evening, caller. You're live on...
Forrest! The psycho's somewhere in the roller ring, dude. I just saw a shadow. God damn, how do you even get in? You've gotta help me, man.
Forrest.
Maxine, no! Come back.
We...
I can't find my rifle, man. It's...
Dawn is definitely a killer.
I don't want to hurt anybody. I
Definitely.
can't let anything happen to... Maxie!
No!
Maxie! You didn't do anything wrong!
No! Ricky! No!
Thanks again, Forrest.
Oh, God, poor Ricky.
Okay, Gallows Creek. Here's some music while we process what just happened.
Oh, that's the one I just had.
So, the whistling man is a woman?
I
know.
did not know it was
I
Dawn.
can't believe it.
She called up. You spoke to her multiple times.
I thought she was just regular Gallows Creek Strange.
Really, Forrest? Why do you think she requested that song?
To get me outside?
Maybe, but how? She didn't know the song was outside to start with.
That's right. She never actually attacked me out there.
So? What now?
I guess I should make an announcement. We do have new info.
Okay, kill the music and you can make the announcement.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you're live in 3, 2.
Hey folks, this is Forrest Nash here. I hope you're all safely
I was
locked
wondering,
inside.
Mickey.
For those of you listening to that last call, you might be wondering what to make of it all. Here's our take. We now believe the killer is actually a woman. One
Yeah.
who might manipulate you into letting her in before she attacks you. I'm sad to say,
Trust
it's
no one.
time to trust
No one.
The killer was calling themselves Dawn. This could be a fake name. If anyone needs help or you have info on the killer, please call in. You folks have my new number, right? It's 911. Hopefully, our next caller can help shed some light on our killer.
Hey, we had a call come in.
Okay, folks, time to take a call. This is Forrest Nash, and you're...
Please help me. My name is Casey Moore. I'm at 25 Nancy Drive. My best friend's been stabbed. He's bleeding everywhere. I don't know what to do. Please help me.
Somebody's
What
been
happened?
stabbed? Can you tell me what happened?
We've been out at the reservoir. We were heading back to his place when we heard this whistling all of a sudden. Just started freaking out. He screamed at me, told me to hide. I'd never seen him like that, and I just panicked and ran and hid in a bush.
Oh no. Forrest.
Then what happened?
He went up the road and talked to someone. I couldn't really hear or see anything. It sounded like he might have known the person, and they just stabbed him.
Casey, was he talking to a woman?
I don't know. They had a mask and wore all black. That's all I know. Please, we need help here.
I'll get you help, but I need to know. Where did the masked person go?
They left. They left him to bleed out. I waited until they were gone, then dragged him into the garage and called 911.
Wait, why didn't she make sure he was dead?
I don't know. I think I heard them say something like, "It's not so funny now, is it?" before they left, but please, he needs to get to the hospital. I can't drive, so we need an ambulance.
Forrest.
Yeah,
Ambulance
about
was
that.
destroyed in the explosion at the gas station.
About that
You should get all the info
ambulance.
you can.
What's your friend's name, Casey?
It's Jason Parker.
Can you tell us where Jason was stabbed?
They stabbed him in the stomach, and then stabbed him again in his leg when he was on the ground.
I don't
and
recognize that name.
Oh, the knife is still there in his leg.
We'll be right back. Peggy, patch us through to the hospital.
On it. Phoning St. Gabriel's now. Switch to line 2.
Hello, St. Gabriel's Hospital. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Forrest Nash from 189.16. We have a stab victim at 25 Nancy Drive named Jason Parker. He's been stabbed in the stomach and the leg. He's bleeding heavily.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. But the ambulance is, well, you know.
I know, but please, we need something or he's going to die.
Forrest,
Ambulance.
listen, you're going to have to get him here. We need to see him, and we can't get there ourselves right now.
We don't have any way to drive him right now. And even if we did, he's bleeding out fast.
All right, listen. We need to buy him time to get here. That means stopping the blood first, and then finding someone to stabilize him. To stabilize him, you really need someone with first aid training. Do either of you have any?
No.
Me neither.
Damn it. I'm really sorry but I have other patients who can't wait. All I can do is talk you through the procedure as quick as I can, and then leave the rest to you.
Oh gosh.
Handle that?
We don't really have much choice. Hit me.
Okay, from the top. If he's bleeding out, then you need to get him comfortable and try to stem the bleeding. Lay him down. Apply continuous pressure directly to the affected areas. When the bleeding slows, get a clean cloth of some kind and hold it over the wounds.
Get them comfortable. Apply pressure. Clean cloths when slowed. Got it, I think.
You said he was stabbed, right? If the object he was stabbed with is still in him, don't take it out.
I knew that one.
Stopping the worst of the bleeding right now. If
If anything, you should secure it so it stays where it is.
I wouldn't have thought of that. It makes sense, though. God, that was a lot of info. But I think we can handle this.
Glad you got it so far, because there's more to go.
Oh gosh.
I'm still with you, Doc. What else do we need to know?
If he's lost a lot of blood, he may enter shock. If he does, act fast. If you applied a cloth and it's bleeding through, don't remove it. Just apply another on top of it. If it's safe, elevate his legs to get blood circulating to his vital organs. Try to keep him warm. Get him to rest and reassure him. We need the patient to stay calm.
All right, don't replace bandages, elevate his legs, keep him warm and calm. This is a lot.
I'm really sorry. That's as much as I can give you right now. Try to stop the bleeding, find someone to get him stabilized, and get him here as quick as you can.
Oh gosh.
All right, Forrest. Casey's still on line 1.
Hello? Hello? Forrest, are you there?
Hi, Casey. I'm here. How are you doing?
I need help! I've been putting pressure on his stomach wound since you left,
Okay.
but he's still bleeding. I don't know what to do.
That's good, Casey. The nurse said to do that.
What about the knife in his leg? It's gotta be hell. Should I pull it out?
No.
No, don't touch the knife. The bleeding will get worse if you pull it out.
Are you sure? I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop making suggestions.
No, don't worry, Casey. We're a team here. We're all going to get Jason through this. Casey, is his leg wound bleeding right now?
I hate looking at that knife. Yeah. It's bleeding. His stomach is worse, though.
We need to
I think
secure
we
the
need to
knife.
Secure the knife so it doesn't move around. Do you have anything you can tie around it?
Yeah. There's some laundry piled up on top of the dryer, some cloths on the hood of the car, and what else? I guess I've got my jacket.
Use the laundry.
Look in the laundry for something like a towel or a shirt. Hold that over the wound.
Okay. Looks like I'm gonna have to buy you some new whites, Jason. Here we go. I'm sorry, Jason. It's secure. I'm putting pressure on his stomach again. I'm starting to think we might make it.
Forrest, can I have a word?
Casey, I'm gonna have a quick word with Peggy. Keep putting that pressure on and let us know when the bleeding is under control. You're doing great.
But what if something happens?
We'll still be here. Just shout if you need anything, and we'll be there. I promise.
Okay. I'll wait. Jason, please be okay.
What's up, Peggy?
We can't stay on the line with her all night. Dawn is still out there. What if other
Yeah.
people need us?
You're right. She's probably on her way to her next target right now.
Exactly. And you heard the nurse. We need someone there with training who can stabilize him. He's got to get to the hospital somehow.
Any suggestions, Peggy?
I might. A little before you started working here, KFAM did a mandatory first aid training course.
Okay.
Me and Karen missed it because we were away on a producer getaway.
You skipped it, didn't you? Never mind. So, how does KFAM's first aid course help us?
Casey said they're at 25 Nancy Drive, right?
Yeah.
Why?
They put up a bunch of cheap houses around there about 10 years ago. So a bunch of people here at the station live around there.
Do you think any of them could help Casey and Jason?
Probably, but I don't know who lives there. And since I missed the training day, I don't know who knows first aid.
Could you call them and ask?
I don't know everybody's numbers. I've only ever called Karen. Everybody's personnel info is probably in Reggie's office.
Got it. I'll look through their files in Reggie's office. It's a life or death situation. I'm sure they won't mind.
Right. But there are a couple of problems with that.
Like his office being locked?
It's sensitive information, so Reggie probably locked it in his safe.
Great. Great. Do you have any idea what the combo for the safe could be?
Not a clue. Reggie's a serial note taker, though. Maybe something in his office will give it away. Right. There is something else.
I'm not gonna like this, am I?
Have you ever heard, the future is floppy?
Peggy, what the hell are you talking about?
What?
I'm talking about floppy disks.
Oh.
Floppy disks are like these futuristic things that have information on them. You put them in a computer and they do something.
Peggy, I know what a floppy disk is.
Anyway, Reggie decided that the future is floppy and started phasing out our physical records and replacing them with these floppy disks. I imagine it's the same for our personnel files.
That's good to know. Since we haven't heard anything from Casey, I'm guessing Jason's okay for now. I'll check out Reggie's office and see what I can find.
You'll need a key for that. I'll just slide it under my door now.
Thanks, Peggy.
Why don't you just pass me your
I just have to
entire
look around.
key ring? Just give me the entire key ring.
Good. I'll patch my mic down to the office so you'll hear me over the intercom.
Oh, I need to pick up the key. Unlock all doors in the station. But I haven't. There's still a lot of locked doors. I guess the other ones are broken though. Certify that Reginald Scott completed first aid to the injured.
Looks like I need a 4-digit code.
Hint, very important date. Okay. It can't be 1987. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. That... Clive, if you're reading this, stop stealing my post-it notes. Axe forever. Need to write a pitch document. Oh, there's one on the side of the computer. Remember Reggie Jr.'s birthday is 9/10, not 10/9.
Nope, that's not working. Must be something else.
Okay, so it's not the birthday.
Could this be it?
Pizza delivery killer who kills with a pizza cutter takes place on 11/07. Maybe partner with Ponti's Pizza for the launch. 1 out of 10 orders just receive a pizza cutter and tickets to the movie. So 11/07.
Nice.
Okay. The release date of his movie is more important than his son's birthday. But okay, not me. Maybe this person? But I think it's most likely going to be this person. Wait, but that's Reggie. Wait, that doesn't help. Oh my gosh. Peggy didn't go. Karen didn't go. Bradley Carter? Maybe? And then Barbara Albright? Alright. Let's start with this one. What is that banging? No. No, 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 no. Don't do the banging. Barbara's getting really well on with the staff here. Barbara got another cat recently. She must have at least 5 now. Barbara laughed when I told her, okay, this doesn't have anything about first. Alien sightings. Wait, can we watch this? Not helpful. Try this one. Hey, they live on Nancy Drive. Okay, John Hedges refused to engage with the first aid trainer, but he was a war medic. Okay. Apparently has a bunch of medical equipment in his home that he procured from the military at the end of his services. Alright, so this one is probably the one. But let's just go ahead and check the other one. Okay, Bradley. We only have 3 takeout places. What's the point? Bradley and Barbara seem to be spending time together. Ended up missing our first aid training session. Okay. So, this guy is the best one. Peggy.
Hey, Peggy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Did you find what we need?
I think I know who our best bet is to help Casey and Jason.
All right, good work. Who should I...
Hello? Is anybody there?
Uh-oh.
Please pick up.
Casey, I'm here. What's wrong?
Jason started going pale. I tried to get him to rest, but he just threw up everywhere. What's happening? What do I do?
He's going into shock.
God, it sounds like he's going into shock. Casey, just stay calm. It's going to be okay.
But the police need to slow down. Did I mess up? Jason, I'm sorry.
Casey, calm down. You've done everything right. I need you to listen to me, okay? For Jason.
What did the nurse say to do about shock?
Elevate Jason's...
Casey, I need you to elevate Jason's legs. We need to get the blood flowing to his vital organs.
Got it. Jason, stay with me. I'm just gonna move you. This might hurt. Okay. I propped his legs up on some boxes.
I'm looking at my notes. We need to get Jason as warm and comfortable as possible.
Warmth is
Do you have
important.
anything you could use nearby, Casey?
Yeah. I still have some laundry next to me. I'll wrap him in some blankets. Just give me a second. Sorry. Jason's bleeding through his bandages. Should I get him new ones? Or... Oh, God.
No, just
Don't remove the
put
bandage.
more on.
Apply another one on top of it. Do you still have something you can use?
I've used the rest of the laundry to keep him warm, so... I'll use my jacket. I can always get a new one. I'll fix his bandage and get him warm.
Good job.
Hold on, please. Sorry. I'm done. You're gonna be okay, Jason. Just relax now, okay?
I hope y'all have appreciated your first aid training. Please do not use it in real life.
Is he gonna...
Jason is going to be fine. Just make sure he knows he's going to be okay, okay?
Okay. Please. I can't give him what he needs. Please, help. I can't lose him.
Jason doesn't sound like he's doing too well. You said you knew who to call earlier? Who was it?
Oh, shoot. John Hedges.
We need to call John Hedges. He lives on Nancy Drive. He didn't really participate in the first aid training, but he's a former war medic. He's probably the most trained person we have.
Really? I never really spoke to him before. A war medic, huh?
Yeah, and according to Reggie's notes, John keeps all of his old equipment at his house. He's something of a hoarder.
All right. What's his number?
5420735.
Calling now. Let's hope he picks.
Who the hell is this calling you? What time is it?
John, it's Forrest Nash here at K-Fam. We have an emergency and we need your help.
Forrest? If this is a work emergency, then it can wait until the goddamn morning. Just leave me a note like everybody else.
It's not.
A man has been stabbed by the Whistling Man, or... Never mind. He's lost a lot of blood, and he's passed out. We need you to help him.
The Whistling Man? What kind of joke is this?
John, we're not kidding. A man is gonna die if we don't help him right now.
Seriously, I haven't been called on for over 10 years. Where's the patient? What's his condition?
He's at 25 Nancy Drive. I think we got his friend to stem the bleeding, but he's gone into shock. He's passed out right now.
You say he was stabbed? Do you know the extent of his injuries?
From what we were told, he has 2 major stab wounds. One to the stomach and one to the leg. The knife is still in his leg, and the stomach wound is open.
Understood. Let me grab a few supplies and I'll head right over. Damned if he dies on my watch.
Thank you, John.
Let's go,
Let him
John.
know you're on your way.
Good luck.
Hello, Casey. Are you there? How are we doing?
Bad. Jason seemed really weak and then just started thrashing.
What about now? Is he still thrashing?
He's passed out. Please tell me you found someone to help.
Casey,
John is
help
not
is
a
on the
doctor,
way.
he's a
My
war
colleague
medic.
Will be there soon.
You hear that, Jason? Someone is coming. You're gonna be just fine. Just hold on for me, okay? Just hold on.
Come on.
Hello, Casey? John Hedges. I'm here about Jason. Please let me in. I'm guessing that's Jason there. Casey, I'm gonna need your help. Forrest, Peggy, don't you two worry. We've got this from here.
Okay. Forrest, we'll call you back later. I have to go now.
Good luck, everyone.
Oh my gosh.
God, I hope he's gonna be all right.
And with that, the show moves on. We're sending our best wishes to Jake. Well, after all that excitement,
We're not even
I
up
think
there.
we could use some music.
Come back upstairs when you're ready.
I was going to. The game said no. Okay. Alright. We saved Jason. Hopefully. Peggy looks a little worried.
A classic backed by popular demand. This is Long Ride Home by the Barn Finds.
It's getting pretty late. This might be your last break for the night, so try to enjoy it. Give me a buzz when you want to go back on air.
Okay. So we're probably going into the end of the game. Because the first one was about 2.5 hours. And then we came back on and it's been 2 hours. So I am excited. I want to finish the game. I have been enjoying this game so much.
We've got another call coming through, too.
Of course we do.
When you're ready, shut the music off. Oh, we have another call coming in. But hang on.
What's up, Peggy?
Peggy.
Peggy?
You're gonna want to take this call off the air.
Who is it?
Just do it.
All right, folks, it's time for another track. Here's one to help you sit back and relax. We'll be right back after this. Here comes one of my favorites. I hope this is good news, Peggy.
I hope this is
Who
good.
have we got?
Find out for yourself on line 1.
Hello?
What?
Forrest, I'm glad I got back.
Leslie!
Sounds like it's been a busy night, huh?
Leslie's the
Surprise!
911 operator.
It's Leslie, our 911 operator, leading the charge from Henderson to come save us. It's so good to hear from you. Are you okay?
We're doing okay. Sarah and I are both happy to be headed back home.
We're happy to have you too. Wait, Sarah?
Oh, yeah, I mean Deputy Martinez. Anyway, we got back into radio range a little while ago. We've been listening in, but haven't been able to get through until now.
Ever since you found Sheriff Matthews, it's only gotten worse. It's been a long night.
Well, it shouldn't be too much longer now. I'm glad I got through to you. I wanted to let you all know what's going on. I made it to Henderson. Turns out somebody had cut the phone lines, and they had no idea what was happening.
What?
After I told them, well, their sheriff sent a goddamn squad back with me to stop this.
Let's
That's
go.
great news. That's crazy about the phone lines, though. Do you think the Whistling Man cut them?
I'm guessing so. I don't know how the Whistling Man did it. But that doesn't matter right now. Listen, we're coming in hot, but we need your help. I know Gallows Creek isn't a big town, but if we don't know where the Whistling Man is, we can't get him. Her. That's where you
I
come
think
in.
there's only one killer.
You can count on us. What do you need?
It might be a long shot, but here goes. The Whistling Man already called up a few times. I bet she calls again. We're still a little ways out of town, so if she calls, stall her. Buy as much time as you can for us to get in. And while you're talking to her, try to figure out where she is. We'll be listening in, so once her location is known, we'll head straight there and end this nightmare.
I'll do my best.
I know you will. Heck, I can see the headlines now. Forrest Nash's interview of a lifetime. Anyway, I'll radio the other cars and tell them the plan is a go. Hopefully the next time I see you, it'll be with our killer behind bars.
Hopefully.
Take care now.
We'll see you soon, Leslie. Oh, thank God. It sounds like this is almost over. We're nearly through this.
That's nice to think, Peggy, but I don't reckon Dawn is gonna give up without a fight.
She probably won't give up without a fight, no. But neither will we. Now, let's get you back into the arena, champ. Okay, Forrest, shut the music off. Bringing you back live now.
Welcome back to The Scream with me, Forrest Nash. The line is lit up, but before I get to our next caller, I just want to say, things are looking up. It's almost over. But for now, let's bring in our next caller.
I wonder if it's gonna be Dawn.
Evening, caller. This is Forrest Nash.
Hello, Forrest. This is John Hedges.
Oh,
I'm here with Casey. Wanted to give you an update on Jason.
John! Is he gonna be okay?
He's a fighter. He'll be fine.
oh good.
Got him stabilized and resting in a bed. We're preparing to move him to the hospital.
Thank you so much. If you hadn't been there, then... God, I don't even want to think about what would have happened.
Of course, Casey. We're just happy he's okay.
John, Casey, you two did all the work. Tell Jason to get well soon from us, whenever he's up for it.
Well, why don't you tell him yourself?
Is this Forrest?
Jason! We meet at last.
It's good to hear you, Jason. How are you?
Oh, well, you know, I've got a hole in my stomach, and there's a knife in my leg.
Yep.
But John gave me something to take the edge off. So, I might feel even better than either of you.
Take it easy until you get to St. Gabriel's.
I will. But, before that, I needed to call you. Guessing the Whistling Man is still out there.
Jason survived for real?
Yes, the Whistling Man's still out there. Why do you ask? You know something about the Whistling Man, don't you?
Yeah. I do.
Yeah.
Can we talk about what happened earlier?
Go for it.
Casey said when you were attacked, your assailant said something like, "It's not so funny now." Do you know what they meant?
I do. I've heard that voice every day in my head for almost 20 years.
Every day? Does the killer live in Gallows Creek?
No. Not exactly.
Hey, guys, I'm really sorry, but there's a call on the other line. I just need to make sure we don't have another situation brewing. You fill Jason in on what happened. I'll be right back.
Forrest, have you ever heard of somebody called George Barrow?
The boy who drowned?
Yeah.
Sounds like everything's finally coming out now.
Is it?
It's been tough to hold it all in.
Sounds like you've been holding back about something awful, Jason.
I'm part of the reason my best friend is dead, Forrest. And the few who knew about it said if I ever said anything, I'd find myself in jail for a long time.
What?
It was hell. And then the town just moved on, like it never existed.
What happened that night?
I went along with the stupid prank, that's what. Whistling night. Some of the guys on the football team had an idea for a way we could haze the
Mickey.
newcomers. Decided to plan a party in the woods. Have the Whistling Man crash it. It was stupid. We each had a role. I was the stabbed friend. The party that night, I left the group for a second. Met our Whistling Man. Pretended to get stabbed in front of everyone. Started an almighty panic. Those screams. That was the last time I saw or heard George alive.
How did George die, Jason?
I don't know. I was playing dead. But when I heard her scream...
Her?
Yeah. George's girl.
Do you remember who she was?
Yeah. He called her Bean. I heard her again tonight, Forrest.
Bean?
Her name was...
What?
Oh!
What happened? Are we still on air?
Oh gosh. No.
How do we get it back on? An emergency broadcast?
Emergency, nuclear war, alien attack, broadcasting a serial killer.
Yes, the basement's scary.
End this nightmare.
Fair point.
It's in the storage area in the far back corner, up on the wall. You might have spotted it earlier when you were...
I'm from the south. All basements are scary.
Big red button. Just press that. I'll see you when you're back.
And now I have to go all the way back downstairs. We don't have basements down here. They would flood. Like, really badly. Okay. Generator. Generator. Where be the generator? And like, this is open. Anyone could get in. Generator's not in here. Okay, it is cool that they thought about that to make sure all the power was off in there too. Yeah. She said far back corner. I'm guessing I have to go through all of this.
far back corner. Why is this station so big?
Because they want to make it scary. And now it's even scarier in the dark. Clive, why can't you just be organized?
That must be it. Boom! We've got power.
I was... No.
The whistling man. I need to warn Peggy.
No. She's locked up safe in her thing. No, I don't...
Peggy, are you there? Are you... Peggy? I need to get back upstairs.
I don't think Peggy is. If Peggy is, I'm gonna be very sad. But I would like a locked door. What was that? Oh no.
Oh no. Peggy, where'd you go?
Oh no.
No way. This can't be happening.
I'm hiding.
A call?
A call.
Where's Peggy, Dawn?
Have some patience, Forrest. It's almost the end of the night. Almost the end of the show. But it's not over just yet. Got a little time still. So let's make the most of it.
All right. Let.
I'm happy to hear that.
Huh?
I thought we'd end tonight's Whistling Man special with a special guest. The one who started it all. Let me take that out of your mouth and...
You crazy bitch! Let me go!
Welcome to the air, Mr. Teddy Gallows Jr.
Oh my gosh.
It's all gonna come out tonight, Teddy. Your daddy and his money saved you 20 years ago. But even if he crawled out of his coffin with all the money in the world...
Wait, where the hell is Teddy? How are you talking to him if you're here with me?
Because I'm not there with you, Forrest. I'm here.
Oh no, is Peggy...
If he says where that is, well, he knows he'll get it.
Wait, then... Who am I looking at?
Forrest Nash, let me introduce you and all of Gallows Creek to my boy, Henry Barrow.
Your son?
Not Peggy.
You mean you... Wait, that he...
Yes,
You were pregnant?
He and I had a son.
So there were two whistling men tonight. Of course. That explains how you were always able to get around town so quickly.
Hang on. Did you say Barrow? That... Are you...
Let me just get this mask off. Damn uncomfortable thing. No wonder Mooney went crazy wearing this.
You were.
There we go.
Marie Campbell? George's old girl. Oh. Well, it sure has been years since I last saw. Oh, God damn it.
Marie Campbell. So, not Dawn, huh?
No, not Dawn.
What are you going to...
Everyone's gonna know now what Teddy did.
Okay.
Okay, Marie. I'll
Yeah.
do it.
Good. Then let's talk about the night
Keep.
George was murdered.
Murdered? Listen,
Come on, Leslie.
I said you speak when you're spoken to. Now, I know you've done some good work tonight, piecing together what happened to George 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I want you to interview us.
Interview you. All right. I can do that.
Thank you. I want you to help me and Teddy tell the story, Forrest. Do a good job. And hell, you might be the only one to leave here alive.
I need to drag this out. If I can buy Leslie time to get back to Gallows Creek, and if I can find out where Marie is, then this can end. Teddy, we'll start with you. Just, talk me through what happened that night. How did it start?
how would I know? It was 20 years ago.
It might have been 20 years ago, but
Teddy, be honest with me or we're both going to die.
Honest? Forrest, I'm trapped here with a psycho. Ow. What the hell? God damn it. Okay. Our first team party was coming up. And when I saw the date it was scheduled for, I had an idea for a way we could prank the new guys.
What made that night special?
That was the night Mooney went missing. We couldn't pass it up. I was just surprised no one had ever thought to do it before.
Wait. You mean this was the first whistling night?
Keep talking, Teddy.
We went up near Whistling Point. God, who was there? Me, Jason, and George, of course. But George didn't come alone. He brought Marie. About midway through the night, we put the prank into action.
I looked up at the trees and saw Jason there, bloody, like he'd just been stabbed. And the whistling man, screaming. George and I and Ricky, we got left behind.
Wait. Ricky was there? Roller Ricky?
He was. And he was in on the whole thing.
so he was part of it.
How did you know that Ricky was in on it?
Teddy and Ricky were as close as anybody. I can't believe for a second that Ricky didn't know the plan.
I never
What am I
told
doing
you. Damn it.
with this? It's just spinning.
He just told us. He and George would both be alive still.
Well, if Ricky weren't dead, we could have heard his side of the story.
It was just a stupid prank.
How can you still say it was just a prank?
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
it got knocked over, so I moved it.
God damn it.
It's my coffee.
Jason had been murdered. He thought his best friend was dead.
And so tonight you stabbed him for real?
It's the role he wanted to play.
Jason's still alive, Marie. He was with a friend. We talked her through how to stop the bleeding and got him professional help just in time.
Oh. Well, shame he didn't have the good sense to die earlier. He's gonna regret that. Enough about him. Me and George took off running, but somehow we got separated in the woods. I
Okay.
ended up near the bottom of Whistling Point, and when I noticed George wasn't with me, I panicked. And then, I don't know how he snuck up on me, but the whistling man grabs me. I scream, and he starts laughing, telling me it's just a joke.
Just
It's
a
all
joke,
the time here.
Han.
Tell me, what happened next?
I suddenly recognized it was Chuck.
What was he looking at? Teddy, what happened next?
Nothing. I mean, it was just
Teddy?
George fell off Whistling Point.
Why'd he fall, Teddy?
He just...
You pushed him. You were up there.
Oh my gosh.
You were dressed as the Whistling Man too, and
I didn't push him, god damn it! I just chased him up there and he kept backing up. When I saw he was about to go over, I reached out. That's what you saw.
you liar.
It's not my fault. He didn't know it was a joke. If he'd had any brains, he would have realized.
Teddy,
Ugh, you
behave.
bitch. No one's going to believe this. After all you did.
I believe her.
You... What?
I didn't like you anyways.
Why else cover it up?
My future was at stake, Nash. You know what it's like. People like us are bred for bigger things.
No, Teddy. We are not the same.
This town, Forrest. And then governor. And then, who knows? What happened that night was tragic. It should never have happened. But it was a mistake. It was just a stupid joke gone wrong. So my father sent Clive out to clean it up. I should have blip. Ruined my...
This is sounding too much like a real life story.
George was a blip?
He wasn't a blip, Marie.
His father covered it up from there. I searched for George's body all night, but
Sandra found him the next morning while out jazz running.
she found him in the river, but she lied about that to protect Teddy.
She said something about her rent going up, unless she... Teddy, did your father own Sandra Sharp's dance studio?
It's Gallows Creek, not Sharp Creek.
I'd answer the question if I were you, Teddy.
Yes, okay. We own most of the town.
That's it then. Your father was going to run her out of business, unless she lied and said she found him in the reservoir instead of the river.
What my father did in his business dealings is nothing to do with me.
The false reports. That's why you killed Sheriff Matthews too, isn't it, Maria? Not just to get him out of the way, but...
Everyone was in on it, Forrest. Even the coroner wrote a fake report. Said George was drinking. That he just got himself into trouble. And
I saw. I'm sorry. For all it's worth, Virginia didn't have much of a choice. She had a sick sister whose treatment she couldn't afford. She played along with the gallows to save her sister's life. And her own.
even still, she should have told the truth. I did my part. I tried everything I could think of. I even went to the newspaper, but no. That coward killed the story. But Maurice Russell is dead now.
When will the killing end, Marie?
End? When does it end?
You can't kill the world. This has to stop sometime.
It has to. It never should have started. He shouldn't have pushed my George off a cliff. He should have been punished. It's coming to a stop. At least for now. Here, where George and I first met, before he joined your football team,
Where did...
was right after he shot the winning throw.
Wait a sec.
Where is it? The school gym? Or the football field? I don't... I think the football
You're
field.
at the football field.
Jesus Christ! Forrest, you
Oh.
idiot! We're in the gym!
I was going
McDonald's
between the
Creek
field
High.
and...
I told you not to do that.
Wait!
Uh-oh.
He's dead too now.
I
He is.
You know, I'm not that upset about
Anyway,
him.
think
I didn't
that
like him
about
from the
wraps
very
up the
beginning.
interview with Teddy. So,
Marie? Where? Oh my god.
Peggy!
Teddy!
Peggy, it's been so long since I've seen your face. I worried you wouldn't come. And here I was, thinking you'd forgot me.
I'd never forget my own sister.
What?
Sister? Peggy, what's happening? Why are you even
Peggy?
there?
When I explained,
Peggy said her sister...
Peggy,
Earlier, while you were speaking to Jason, I got a call. Do you remember?
Yeah?
Well, it was from Dawn. She said that my sister Marie was there that night George died, and that I should come to the gym for a reunion.
And when you walked in, you found out.
That my sister is the Whistling Man.
good to see you too, Peggy.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
She said that it was my last chance to see my sister. I knew if I told you, you'd try to stop me or come with me when we need you on the radio. And I just...
I'm sorry. This has to be a lot for you.
I just... What happened to you, Marie? You just disappeared one day.
Disappeared? I was thrown out, Peggy. I begged Mom and Dad to do something about what happened that night, but did they care? No, they told me to stay quiet. They only cared when they learned I'd been with George, and...
Marie, I'm so sorry. I never knew.
It's not your
Peggy
fault.
is barely
Really, it's
connected.
Mom
She
and Dad I
didn't even
should
know
be
her
seeing
sister was
right now.
alive.
But since they're dead and gone, well... I'll have to settle for the next best thing.
Wait. Is that why you went after that kid in the maze? Eugene Stein? Because his parents?
That's right. Eugene's parents were there that night too. But they got themselves killed in a bus accident. And since only their child was
It's
left,
been like
Marie,
16
please.
Mom
years.
and Dad are gone, Peggy. Besides, you forgot me. Just like the rest. You forgot.
Is there any way I can prove Peggy didn't forget Marie? Marie, Peggy never forgot about you.
Keep your mouth shut.
She kept a card from you. She kept it here on her desk.
What card?
The card you made me for my 8th birthday.
What does it say then?
Happy birthday, Peg. Now you're great and 8. Love, M.
Well,
Henderson police! Freeze! No! Henry! Get out of there!
Peggy!
We have 1 wounded, 1 dead, and we're in pursuit of the suspect.
Henderson police! Freeze!
Forrest!
Leslie, how's Peggy?
She's been cut pretty bad, but we're here now.
I'll be okay. God, Marie!
Hey, Zara! I need you to look out
Hey,
for
we got
Peggy.
Peggy to
She needs
survive.
help. Now, we got here just in the nick of time.
Where's Marie?
She bolted right as we got here. The police are right on her heels. It won't be long now. It's over, Forrest.
Well, folks, it was a long night, but we made it through together. I'm gonna head off to go check on Peggy. This has been Forrest Nash. And it's been a scream.
Oh my gosh, apparently Forrest Nash could have possibly not lived either. Oh my god, hold on. Okay, we only ended up killing 4 people. And honestly, only one of them...
Come in. One suspect is in custody. Trail the other suspect into the nearby woods.
And one of them, I don't care about them dying.
It's a killer frequency.
I will say they had really good music for this game. Is there more epilogue? I will say that's really loud. Okay, I don't think there's any more epilogue. Yeah. Alright. That was a really fun game. I really enjoyed that game. It wasn't necessarily scary, but it was definitely a little spooky. And unnerving at times. Okay. Yeah, there's multiple endings. So maybe I should play it again at some point and try and get everyone alive. But for my first time playing it, I think I did a pretty good job. Let's see. My achievements aren't showing up really well there. Alright. So, I think I'm gonna leave it there. Killing everyone would be fun, and it would be super easy. Like, super easy. And then we could kill Teddy again. And, you know, I'm not too upset about that. Okay. But I think that's where I'm going to leave it for today. Thank y'all for all coming and hanging out with me. P.S. I am almost reaching affiliate. I have one more stream where if I keep enough viewers, then I'll be able to qualify for affiliate. P.S. Okay. But I'm going to see if I can stream tomorrow because I'm working on Monday. So, yeah. So I might try and stream tomorrow to make up for not streaming on Monday. And then the rest of next week should be okay. Although I might not stream Saturday because I work Sunday morning. I love my job. Alright. But thank y'all for all hanging out with me. Let's see if I can find someone to raid. Let's do that. Who do we want to raid? Who's live? No one's really live right now. I don't have anyone to... Unless we just want to raid another person who's playing Killer Frequency. Yeah, we can rate them. Alright, I'm gonna be sending y'all over to Toddley's mom. Bye and have a wonderful night.